The season finale of Foundation Season 2 was a real game changer, no doubt about it. It marked the first ever showdown between the Foundation and the Empire, and boy, did it deliver. But that's not all. It also made it crystal clear just how crucial Demerzel is to the whole Empire operation. I mean, Demerzel was basically running the show behind the scenes, manipulating Cleon after Cleon like puppets on strings. And to top it off, Demerzel was the mastermind behind the assassins who tried to take out Brother Day. Talk about a long-term scheme, right? And let's not forget about Salvor Hardin, who met a heroic end in that finale, saving Gaul from certain doom. With all three Cleons getting swapped out, it's like a new era is dawning. Oh, and Gaul? Well, he's taking quite the nap, heading a whopping 152 years into the future via cryosleep. Now, what's got us really intrigued is how Foundation Season 2 mixed things up from the source material. It's like they're teasing us with these exciting new storylines for Season 3 that you won't find in the original books. So buckle up, because the Foundation series is full of surprises, ending time jump and Season 3 setup. So Foundation Season 2 wrapped up with a jaw-dropping 152-year leap into the future, catapulting us right into the thick of the war between what's left of the Empire and the Foundation. And let me tell you, it gave us our best look yet at the enigmatic figure known as the Mule, who's shaping up to be a real headache for our Foundation friends. Originally, the Mule was supposed to kill Salvor Hardin 152 years down the road, as Gaul's vision foretold. But well, Salvor met her fate a bit early, and it seems like not much has changed in the grand scheme of things. The galaxy's still locked in a fierce struggle, and the Mule might just be leading the remnants of the Empire against the Foundation. But hold on to your seats, because both Gaul and Hari decided to take a little cryosleep siesta in the finale. Their plan? To wake up once a year like clockwork, to guide those tricky mentalics and keep an eye on the second Foundation. The hope was that Gaul would snooze long enough to still be kicking 152 years later, which is a crucial moment in Hari Seldon's grand scheme. And guess what? The final scene of Foundation Season 2 confirms that it actually worked. Gaul's going to be facing off against the Mule's forces in the future, but whether Hari Seldon is still around at this point is anyone's guess. So, you better believe that Foundation Season 3 is going to be a wild ride, filling in all the gaps of those 152 years and unveiling what's in store for our heroes and the galaxy at large. What effect will Salvor Hardin's death have on Season 3? Well, Foundation Season 2 really threw us for a loop, didn't it? Salvor Hardin, one of the central characters, met her untimely demise in the 10th episode. Now, Salvor's death was actually foreshadowed from the get-go, way back at the beginning of the season. And not just any foreshadowing, mind you. According to Gaul's vision, Salvor was supposed to bite the dust. But here's the twist. It was meant to happen a whopping 152 years down the road, thanks to the notorious baddie, the Mule. Hari Seldon, the mastermind behind it all, was pretty adamant that this event was set in stone, unchangeable. Gaul's visions, you see, weren't just your run-of-the-mill predictions. She was basically tapping into her future memories. So when Salvor's demise came way earlier than Gaul's vision foretold, it kind of turned the whole future can't be changed idea on its head. In other words, it's like a curveball thrown into the mix. It suggests that Gaul's visions might not be as infallible as we thought, and the future isn't as set in stone as we believed. Foundation sure knows how to keep us guessing. Brother Day's death. Oh, the drama in Foundation Season 2's finale was off the charts. Cleon Keltiin, the big shot Brother Day, met his end, and it was quite the spectacle. The Empire decided it was war o'clock and unleashed the monstrous Invictus to wreak havoc on Terminus. At first, Rios and the fleet were all in sync with Cleon's orders, but then came the twist. You see, Cleon had this grand idea of obliterating all 7 Foundation-claimed planets, even though they posed no real threat. Well, turns out that not everyone was on board with this plan. Day's thirst for destruction didn't sit well with Rios and the gang, and they flat-out refused to carry on with the bloodshed. Now here's where the plot thickens. Cleon thought he had Rios cornered and triumphantly opened the shuttle door, but guess who got the short end of the stick? Yep, Cleon himself was unceremoniously flung into the cold vacuum of space. Rios, that cunning fox, pulled a fast one by swapping places with Cleon in the nick of time, using Hober Mallow's casting device. Talk about a game-changing moment, right? Brother Dawn and Sarath. Oh, the plot twists in Foundation Season 2 just keep on coming. Brother Dawn had a real wake-up call when he realized that Demerzel, that ever-loyal protector of the Empire, was gunning for him and Sarath, just like she did with poor Brother Dusk. You see, Demerzel was hardwired to ensure no Cleons ever tied the knot and had heirs. It's all about preserving that empire and the genetic dynasty, no matter the cost. Sarath was staring down the barrel of execution for hiring those assassins that targeted Day, and Dawn was about to join the unfortunate club of Cleon deaths. But guess what? These two managed to pull off a daring escape from Trantor hand in hand. And here's the kicker. They're expecting a little one, which could spell trouble for Demerzel's iron grip on the Empire. Now, the intriguing part is that neither Dawn nor Sarath seem all that interested in playing the throne game. It looks like they're planning to raise their bundle of joy far away from the Empire's watchful eye. The future just got a whole lot more interesting in Foundation. Empire has 3 new Cleons. Well, Demerzel just pulled off a high-stakes Cleon replacement in Foundation Season 2. This was no ordinary changing of the guard. All 3 Cleons got swapped out at once. Brother Day met his end during that Terminus attack. Demerzel did away with Brother Dusk, and Brother Dawn wisely made a run for it. Now here's the sneaky part. The new Cleons might not suspect that Demerzel is the puppet master pulling the strings. She's like the shadowy empress behind the scenes. Demerzel's got some grand plans to guide and manipulate these fresh Cleons to avoid the so-called failures of their predecessors. Demerzel has the Prime Radiant. Oh boy, things just got even crazier in Foundation Season 2. Demerzel managed to nab the Prime Radiant, and let me tell you, that's like winning the jackpot in the Foundation universe. This thing was chilling with Harry Seldon inside the vault on Terminus and holds all of Seldon's mind-boggling calculations for the galaxy's future. But the Prime Radiant is more than just a fancy database. It's like a supercomputer that can exist in multiple places at once and operates on a whole new level beyond our usual 3 dimensions. This gizmo has the potential to flip the Empire's script in a big way. Now picture this. Demerzel's cunning combined with the Prime Radiant's cosmic knowledge. It's like a recipe for making the Galactic Empire more formidable than ever before. Foundation's got some seriously mind-bending tech and intrigue up its sleeve. How are Terminus's citizens still alive? Whoa. In the grand finale of Foundation Season 2, the Invictus made quite the impact, quite literally. It crash-landed on Terminus, creating a crazy singularity that wiped out the entire planet. Talk about a dramatic turn of events, right? But hold on to your helmets, because here's the twist. In one of the final scenes, we find out that the folks on Terminus actually made it out alive. As Harry Seldon puts it, Terminus had to go kaboom so that the Foundation could have a fighting chance. The Vault, that mind-boggling contraption capable of altering and whipping up matter like a cosmic chef, swooped in at the last minute and saved the day. The original Foundation crew now calls the Vault home, sweet home. Now, where the Vault's off to next is anybody's guess, and here's the juicy part. Harry Seldon wasn't even supposed to be clued in about the existence of the second Foundation. This show really keeps the twists coming and coming. Lastly, what can we predict about the show's next season? Damn, Foundation Season 2 sure threw some curveballs at us when it comes to sticking to the original Asimov books. Trying to predict what's going to happen in Foundation Season 3? It's like trying to guess the winning lottery numbers, but we can still make some educated guesses. First off, the Foundation managed to weather its second crisis, but it was a far cry from the book version. Instead of a small-scale showdown, we got a full-blown Empire versus Foundation war brewing. Talk about cranking up the drama, right? Now, in the books, the third crisis delves into a shift from scientism to a commerce-driven era, and Hober Mallow's a big player in that. But here's the twist. Hober bit the dust in Season 2's finale. Plus, some of that scientism to commerce transition was already in the mix, so we're in for something different in Season 3. Now, let's talk about how Season 2 borrowed elements from the Foundation prequels and sequels, and the second Foundation is starting to flex its muscles. Even the Mule, who usually pops up later, made an early entrance. So if Foundation Season 3 happens, it's likely going to be a real mashup of the remaining original short stories and sequel stuff. Heck, even the Empire's fall might be on the horizon. But to know for sure, we're gonna have to wait for a while. That's all for today's video. What did you think about this season's ending? Do let us know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, then please like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.